I was about 4 or 5 years old. My mama came in and brought some food in. It looked like chicken. We ate it and we got sick. I mean, we got real sick. Come to find out, it was some rabbit we ate. And where we from, that's a mean cuisine where we come from. So me and mama got sick and we never ate rabbit again after that. All I could think about was Bugs Bunny and all these jackrabbits or whatever. But a few years had passed and I was home and I heard the adults in the lawn. They was talking some mumbo jumbo about this guy named Jackrabbit who just had got stabbed in Belgrade. And I later found out after inquiring of why he got killed, and he got killed by $1, a $1 bill. I mean, I couldn't fathom that because I was a little kid and I used to walk around with $1 and I know how easy $1 was to obtain. So it took me a lot of years to understand a few things, and that's what I'm touching up on now. Anyhow, I remember the day like it was clear. And I know me and Tampa, we friends. He my little brother. I text him a lot of mornings. He texts me a lot of mornings and we stay in contact. But we was up on the corner in Belgrade, and we were standing right in the hood, right there in the hood where it all go down at. And he had this bicycle, a 3-wheel bicycle, and he had like these speakers playing. So he would pull up playing these Jam Pony tapes or whatever. And we seen a guy right across the street from us. Boom, boom, boom. He was shooting. And I looked. I'm like, oh, look. And the guy, he was like just toting the pistol. I seen him shoot through the alley, but he was like walking and he was saying to himself, like he was toting it out. Like this was broad daylight, man, like high noon. And I seen people went running through this little alley over by the cab stand, a place that we used to be at. And I thought about it, my friend. And when I ran over, I thought about him being in that alley. He used to be back there all the time, sitting on a little abandoned truck. I ran across the street, and when I ran across the street, I seen him laying like he was on a crucifix on the ground. His legs were crossed in like the letter 4, and he had his hands open like he was on a crucifix, and he was gagging. And I ran and grabbed him. And it was a real dramatic moment. I mean, it was traumatizing to me as well. I grabbed him and he was trying to say something. He had like a little dot right on his chest right here, a little small dot. Looked like somebody took some fingernail polish or something. Anyhow, he passed away. And what made that even more traumatic to me and everybody around was his little brother came back there and tried to give him mouth to mouth. He was pumping him on the chest, giving him CPR like he had went to the class. And I want to name drop now. The guy that I'm speaking about, his name was Gerald Walker, and he was a good friend of mine. We called him Dread because he hung around a lot of Jamaican guys. And come to find out, the guy that killed him, he was an assassin. He had been an assassin. We just didn't know it because he was older than us. He lived in the penitentiary. He would kill you for anything. And I'm not going to name drop him for the sake of his family. But come to find out, that guy killed Dread about a $5 bag of weed. So all my life, I had been hearing old men say this all the time. Hey, Jitterbug, all money ain't good money. And it took me my whole life to understand that you got to turn down more money than you get. That's what that saying meant. And I realized, and I tied those two things together with Jackrabbit when I was a kid, about 5 to 6 years old. And then this happened to Dread. And I seen two people I know personally that died, and that those two deaths only cost $6. So be careful of the money that you take from people. Be careful of things that people offer you in this life, because sometimes those things have dire consequences behind them. So you shouldn't accept all money. All money ain't good money.